Updating the software on a Roastrunner oven. This is done using a USB key. Most Roastrunner ovens, when you lift the front flap, have a USB port here. You simply unscrew the lid and plug the USB key in. This being an older style oven, we'll have to remove the 4 screws from the side of the bezel, take the computer control panel forward and plug the USB key in from the back. This is an oven with a newer style USB port. Simply unscrew the cap and plug the USB key in. The oven will ask if you want to apply this update. Tap on yes. Remove the USB drive and then press OK. It is very important that we get it in this order, and we actually remove the USB key first and then press OK. Is an original separator installed? Click OK. The original fat separator installed prompt will be rectified when we go into config. The oven will now reboot. This may take several minutes. Now that the new software has been installed, we need to get into configuration and make the necessary changes to suit the application. So, tap on Settings, tap on Configuration. The first change that we will need to make is oven type. If we tap on here where it says 3SF, a pull down menu will come out. It'll give us the option of 1OS, 2NS, 3SF and 4ES. If your oven is a 1OS, this means that it has probes inside the separator tank, and there will be 2 fat buckets on the bottom left hand side of the oven. If your oven is a 2NS, you'll have a gravity fat separator on the bottom right hand side of the oven, a single blue bucket in the center, and on the bottom left hand side of the oven you'll have a single wash pump. If your oven is a 3SF, it will have a gravity fat separator, a blue bucket in the center, and 2 wash pumps on the bottom left hand side of the oven. Oven type 4ES is not used. Single recipe left chamber. This is set to false. What this refers to: if we go to the left hand side of the oven, we can see that this is set up for flat tray racks and additional racks. So this will require multiple recipes for this side of the oven. So single recipe left chamber is set to false because it needs multiple recipes, so we don't have to change that. Single recipe right hand chamber. As we can see, the right hand chamber does require a single recipe, as it is set up for chickens, not flat tray racks or any other combination, just chickens. This is set to true. This is correct. To make any changes to these, we tap on them until they go blue, and we use the plus minus symbol to change them. Single chamber oven, false. That is correct. This is a 2-chamber oven, not a single chamber oven. So once again, we can leave that setting alone. Single chamber oven, false. That is correct. Using the up and down arrows, we can scroll down. Combined oven, false. What this refers to is a double chamber oven with a single oven beside it. At the moment, we only have a double oven with no single oven beside it. So, combined oven, false. This is correct because it is only one oven here. If we had a double and a single beside it, we'd tap that and turn it to true. Now that we have configured the oven, we're going to press save and exit. This will return the oven to normal running. For single chamber ovens, this software must be set to 2NS. That is 2NS for all single chamber ovens. The other thing to note is some single ovens are combined. Therefore, there is a double oven beside the single oven. If it's a combined oven, single, change that to true. Most single chamber ovens have a wishbone rack in them, not a flat tray rack. So we will need to change the software to suit that. Single recipe left chamber, false. This is actually true if it only has a chicken rack in it, so we'll change false to true. Plus minus, change that one to true. Single recipe right chamber, we will change as well. So tap on that, make it blue, plus minus changes that to true. If your oven does have a rack in the single chamber that takes both flat trays and add-on racks, you will need to change these values to false. Power down the oven. Wait for 10 seconds, then turn the oven back on. We can now go back into configuration and check to make sure that all those settings have not changed.